Welcome back to my channel, y'all. It is early morning, and of course you can hear the birds chirping. It's a beautiful day. Yesterday it rained, which was a good day because I had a chance for my garden to get wet and get some good draining. Yesterday I didn't have to water it myself, but I just wanted to come out here and take a look. What I'm doing is this year, pretty much my garden is just smaller this year because I got a late start. So I'm mainly really focusing on now is my okra, which is doing good, y'all. I actually picked some okra yesterday. It looks like I need to pick some more today, y'all, again. Gonna make a meal, and I'm also gonna be weed eating sometime this afternoon when late afternoon when the sun goes down. Now also I planted some cucumbers, which is doing really well. Look at that frog. You can see, look right here. I don't know if you probably, let me focus in. There you go, right here, a frog. And I've been seeing these little frogs you know, all around, but the cucumbers are doing well. To say that I got a late start, doing really good. One thing I do grow during the summer, and I love, one of my main things is okra. That's one of my main things. Last year I did maybe like one little thing of cucumbers, but this year I did more, and I used some of my stakes that I normally use for my tomatoes for them to grab on, because I only did a couple of tomatoes this year because of the fact that I started late. Now these are my peppers. I actually pulled some peppers off here yesterday. I pulled 5 peppers off of here yesterday, and it is doing okay. I see where there's some more, a lot more coming. So hopefully they're gonna continue to produce more over the summertime, guys. So like I said, I did get some yesterday off of here. I got about 5 off of here yesterday, so that was absolutely good. Now I did plant some squash. I planted it late. I don't know how well this is going to do because, like I said, it was late when I planted these squashes. I don't know if they will come out, and try to focus for you. I don't know if they will come out, but we'll just wait and see. But it was late. Usually I start in March, and I started late this year. So unfortunately, that's what happens when you get a late start. Now I did plant some eggplant. I think it is doing well. The eggplant so far, I see where I have some coming out here, and also right here it is buzzing. Also I did some basil. The basil is looking really good. I usually come out here early mornings and just take a look, but this basil smells so good, y'all. Oh my gosh, this basil smells really good. Absolutely good. And I'm just picking some of the bottom of it and just picking some of the bad leaves. Now this is a tomato plant. I'm actually gonna pull this up. Oh, it got so many roots, I might just leave it there. I just stuck this there. This was just an extra I just stuck there, but it may or may not grow, y'all, but I just stuck that there. I had it around. Like I said, it's so late, but my okra and cucumbers are looking actually good. Now what I did do this year was I went and I got some boards from Home Depot, and a couple of days ago I am rebuilding my garden. As you can see, I'm putting wood here. I had some wood stuff here that I am moving, like these stakes and stuff. I'm going to be moving these out because eventually that stuff gets old. Then you have to go ahead and start replacing it. So come Next year, what I'll be doing is filling all this in. I'll be digging all this dirt and filling this in. But I'm going to leave it as it is. But I did do these boards this weekend. And I also added this one here. I moved some things right here. I'm going to put some dirt right there. It's kind of late. I'm probably going to use this for my winter gardening. But I'm going to do one more board like this on the other side where my tomatoes are. And also my tomatoes, they look okay, but like I said, I got a late start. They doing okay, but not too well. Here's some starting to come out. Here's some starting to come out here. And I think once it gets really, really hot, they may start coming out. But like I said, I got a late start. So with the late start, you know what happens with the late start. But I can see where there are a lot of blooms right here. So let's hope the tomatoes do well. Y'all, I have a lot of blooms here. So let's just hope that they do well, y'all, because I got a late start. And you know what happens when you get a late start. Now also I got a late start on some peas, and y'all, let's just hope they come out, y'all. I see where one is blooming out right here. And I'm just hoping, because I normally plant my peas starting in March, but like I say, I got a late start this year. I don't know if that's going to come out, but we know for sure, baby, that one of my biggest things I like is my okra and my tomatoes. That is one of my biggest things. So I am building on this garden. Like I said, I purchased this wood and I've been setting it up. And I am going to, like I said, put another piece of wood on this side, another wood block like on this here side here. But I'm still going to keep this little container set here, right here, to use for just like my basil, stuff like that. And I'm going to take that tomato plant out right here. I'm gonna pull that tomato plant out, and this is just a leftover squash I had. I'm gonna trash that. I'm gonna pull that tomato plant out, and what I am going to do is I'm going to plant some purple basil. So I'm gonna pull this out, and let's see, pull that out because I just stuck that there. And we're gonna put some, I just threw it over the fence, y'all. We're going to plant some purple basil. I'm going to get this and trash this. And like I said, we're going to plant some purple basil there. And hope for the best for that. I think these two chairs here, I wanted to paint them before I start putting anything on them. These buckets here, these came from Home Depot too as well. These are some very good buckets for planting in, y'all. Very, very good buckets. I have bought some of the Home Depot and Lowe's buckets, but these are very durable. They're plastic and they're very, very, very durable, and they will last for years. So I'm going to keep my tomato plants in the black pails like that. I'm going to keep them there. But so far as my okra and my cucumbers, I'm going to keep them there because they grow very, very well together. As you can see, they look very, very healthy. And like I said, I got about 5 peppers off of here. This was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday I picked some peppers and I picked some okra. These are actually banana peppers. I love banana peppers on my salad. So I did pick some yesterday. I know when it starts getting heated up a lot, everything is going to start growing a lot. I'm going to come out here because the soil is still a little wet. This is early morning. So I'm going to come out here later on and do some weaving. But like I said, I'm building a new bed for my vegetable garden, as you can see. And I'm just going to leave this inner like this, which I started off with. And then next year I'll be taking all this dirt out. And I'll be rebuilding this up again. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this little short video on what I am doing thus far, guys. let's just hope for the best since I got a late start. But one thing for sure, once that heat hit, baby, this okra is going to be popping. Can I tell you, I will be picking okra for days. I love okra. That's one of my staple products that I do in the summertime. I have to have that okra, guys. And cucumbers, I can't wait to get these cucumbers because my niece-in-law, she had pickled some cucumbers. So I want her to show me how, because I want to pickle some as well. And let me grab these two old things out of here, these two old sticks, because these things get old after a while. And I'm going to put them to the side and put them in the trash, and then let them go when the trash man comes on Wednesday. But like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, also the notification button, so that you will be aware when I upload new videos. And as I always say, many blessings to you and your family. Have a blessed one.